my name is Matea, and this video is a bit of a controversial topic. And it's about the importance of philosophy for intense psychedelic experiences and psychedelic experiences in general. The original meaning of the word philosophy means love of wisdom. Philosophy is not this thing that most people think when they think about philosophy. It's not big words and thinking about thinking. Philosophy's purpose is to try to understand life and reality through wisdom and knowledge. I don't personally know much about modern philosophy because I'm a slow reader and I don't like reading thousands and thousands of pages. Most of my knowledge about philosophy comes from a non-profit organization called New Acropolis, where I've been for 9 years. And this is just my background. I'm just explaining how I got to this information, and you can Google the organization and what they think. The word comes from ancient Greece, but philosophy has been a part of many different religious and spiritual systems. Even the famous Greek philosophers have not been the same as modern atheists today, because the purpose of philosophy is to find meaning to life and all of its challenges. Different philosophical systems all have vastly different understanding of life and reality. Despite of this, all philosophical systems have to be complete and cohesive in order to be considered philosophical systems. For example, Buddhism, Advaita Vedanta, and Sanatana Dharma all come from India, but are all completely different systems. They have their similarities, but their core ideas are different. Despite of this, they are all complete cohesive systems. You don't have to adhere to one system of thought for the rest of your life, but it's important to learn about them. And my recommendation for psychonauts is any of the Vedic traditions. Carl Jung, he's not considered in some cases he's considered a philosopher, but he's important for understanding the metaphysical background, and Stoicism for grounding. The deeper you get into philosophy from YouTube videos and books, you might find people that heavily advise against psychedelics. Don't get me wrong, caution is important, but fear-mongering has nothing to do with philosophy. People have these ideas because of simple ignorance, because they don't know about indigenous entheogenic practices and how psychedelics work. So take everything with a grain of salt. So why is philosophy important for psychedelic experiences? Philosophy is important in general for everyone, but for psychedelic experiences especially because they change your state of consciousness and they take down your psychic walls, so you're in this liminal space which you cannot understand or comprehend without a cohesive metaphysical understanding. If you don't have a general idea of what the meaning of life is supposed to look like, or what the meaning of your trip is about, you run a risk of facing these problems. And these problems are first thinking that you are God and that you are capable of doing anything superhuman. Second is thinking that you are a messiah sent from God to help humanity, or that you are a special person. Three, realizing that life has no meaning, not in a Buddhist sense, but in a nihilistic sense, and therefore unlocking depression and having serious consequences because of that. And fourth, thinking that everything subtle beings and the spirits tell you must be true. And I know at least one person who has experienced these. These things happen because psychedelics create a different state of consciousness, which is liminal and very different from our normal state of consciousness and our normal understanding of life. They also create different pathways and different understandings. This shock can create premature and bad conclusions about the trip and its experiences. And this can be prevented by a grounded understanding of both philosophy and metaphysics. You don't need to become an expert. You just have to learn about different philosophies and explore them in between trips, so you can train your brain to analyze different ideas and concepts in order to better understand your tripping experiences. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to.